That's what I thought.
All right, here we are, PMP Sports. Friday, April 17th. NBA season just wrapped up this week. Second week of baseball has concluded. We are going to be doing a season. What? What's the matter? You got it? Why, was it too loud?
No, I can't hear.
You couldn't hear anything?
No, we're good.
You good now?
Yep.
Okay. That was a poor start to the show. All right. Okay, so NBA season review. Let's start it off with just the highlights of this past season. Biggest surprise, I think everyone's going to agree with, the Atlanta Hawks.
Yep.
Great for them. Real team basketball, showing that aside from San Antonio, that it's not big market teams that can be successful.
Mm-hmm.
The Warriors did awesome in the first year with Steve Kerr as coach. Safe to say he made the right choice and by not coaching the Knicks.
He said it himself.
Sadly,
I'm not gonna hold you on that. I mean, it's true.
I always have to take a shot at the Knicks.
Always.
That's the okay. There's gonna be plenty because they really deserve it today. It's gonna be bad for them. Okay, James Harden, he did a great job this season. He wasn't that lazy on defense. Led the Rockets to the 2 seed.
2 seed.
2 seed. They'll be playing the Mavericks, and they did all of that without Dwight Howard for a good part of the season. The Thunder, just a season to forget. Kevin Durant and the base god curse.
Yeah. Well,
Thunder are just a sad story.
It's a product of what happens. It's a product of what happens when you give Russell Westbrook the reins.
What year was it that they made the finals? It was 2012.
2012.
And then 2013.
Against the Heat. 2013.
No, 2012 they were in the
20?
finals. 2013 they lost in the second round.
Yes, you're right.
2014 they lost in the fourth round.
No, because
in the third round.
I went
and
in
now
the
they're not
fall.
even in playoffs. So that sucks.
Yeah.
Just been up and down bunch of years for the Thunder.
And then you got Westbrook and Durant leaving soon. Anyway, go on.
Oh yeah, well, Westbrook to the Lakers.
Don't
KD
tell the fans that.
They're gonna fall apart soon.
Oh, what? All those bandwagon fans, all those diehards that have been living in Oklahoma City for so. Oh, please. And it's definitely not the Seattle fans because they're still mad they lost their team. And could you blame them? No, I don't blame them a bit. They didn't deserve it. If a team deserves to lose their, it's Sacramento. If a city deserves to lose their team, it's Sacramento and Milwaukee. No one even shows up. It's ridiculous.
You see Milwaukee's new logo?
Yeah,
it's
a great PR stunt because
really
they were choking towards the end of the season. And they're like, "Hey, look at this great idea we have for next season."
They made the playoffs.
They got a bright spot here.
Yeah, they went 500, but in their defense, Larry Sanders quit.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah,
literally
basically.
quit.
Mm-hmm.
Jabari Parker, he tore his ACL. What are you gonna do?
Would have been
Larry
shame.
Sanders
Oh
didn't
man,
think
if
the
they
whole
were in the
basketball thing was
playoffs
for him anymore.
with him, if they were in the playoffs with Jabari, oh man, that would have been a real force to watch.
Giannis made a big
lot of
jump
fun to
this year.
watch.
That's another story. My Celtics did awesome. I thought they were gonna do better this year. We said this last semester.
Mm-hmm.
No way did I ever think they would make it to the playoffs. Simply because of a couple teams that did poorly. There was the Paul George injury with the Pacers, Chris Bosh and
They made moves though.
They
Isaiah
Thomas from the
Suns.
They
literally stole him.
They did.
They wanted to let him go.
I'm sorry, but how is Danny Ainge not executive of the year?
No, I think he
I don't
is.
know.
How is he not?
I don't know.
And Brad Stevens is top 5.
He did make the biggest move in the well. Then you do have the Heat with Dragic. I mean, they did kind of make a good move there.
They still have D Wade. The
he made the biggest move of the season.
And everybody thinks Dragic is a max player.
He's not.
He's not.
He's one of the most overrated.
But
he was great. He was great in the system for the Suns.
He's still scoring 16 points a game.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's just not helping his team make the playoffs.
At the end of the day, it's like, do you want to give Goran Dragic $80 million?
And 5 years of your
time? Or you
time?
can go draft Russell or Moutier if you're the Lakers, the Knicks, or the Sixers,
It's
so they
something
go
to think
40
about.
and 42. I think Stevens deserves either third or fourth place for coaching candidate. It goes Budenholzer, Kerr, Kidd, just because the Bucks had the worst record last year.
Yeah.
And then even they still had injuries too.
I mean, there are just so many good coaches.
Bucks,
you got Thibodeau.
Everybody on the Bucks made a big jump. Like everybody that they wanted to make a jump
away Brandon
made
Knight
that jump.
too, which I still don't get that. Brandon Knight's better than Carter Williams. Carter Williams isn't as good.
Yeah, but I think Coach thought that he could mold them into the kind of player that he was.
Who knows? And they got Tyler Ennis too.
Yeah.
Tyler Ennis is going to be solid point guard, I think.
I think Mark Carr Williams is going to be the next Jason Kidd. just because Jason Kidd's coaching him.
What? What?
That's good. I mean, it's a long shot. It's a long shot. It's gonna take.
We'll see.
A lot of mentoring.
Jay
to get
Kidd's
to that point.
I thought he was just as good as Steve Nash at his best.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
Steve
he was
Nash
a
is probably the
triple-double
best point guard of
machine.
all
Jay
time.
Kidd.
Yeah, he was really good in the Nets.
No,
he was
Jay
really
Kidd,
good in the
led them
Mavs
to
too.
2 finals.
Yeah.
Steve Nash never went to the finals, and then Jay Kidd never had the help that Nash had.
Did Jay Kidd ever win an MVP though?
No.
Yeah.
Those were the worst years. Jay Kidd.
I'm a huge Steve Nash fan,
Come on.
It's
It's
true.
that offense that catered to Steve Nash. On top of it, that was like the worst period in NBA history.
It wasn't. I mean,
I had a lot of
had-
fun those years.
Because we were kids.
Those
so
were
it
the
was
years
just
that I
like-
started watching basketball.
I didn't think it was that. I thought it was very poor years. Like top players and even young players coming in. It was just like they had great young players. They had D Wade and Bosh and all of them were young, but the guys in their prime weren't that great. It was really just Kobe and Nash. Shaq was on the end of his prime.
Stoudemire was pretty young then too.
Yeah, Stoudemire.
He was
but
explosive then.
The second he got that eye injury, it was just it was
downhill from there.
Or even the knee injuries with the Knicks. So then Anthony Davis, he lived up to the hype that I said he was going to be top 5 MVP candidate.
This kid is going to be something.
He
This
already
kid is
is.
going
He's
to be
there
something.
already. He's there.
I'd give him
I
a
know,
max contract
but
and
you
give
gotta
him, like,
understand. He's not at his peak yet. He's nowhere near his
He
peak.
would have been a senior in college.
Oh
this
my
year.
god, exactly.
Jesus.
So like, you think of this kid is. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to see the next
Also,
2-3
he basically
years with this guy.
single-handedly knocked the Thunder out of the playoffs by hitting that clutch 3.
People forget about that, yeah. I don't want to hear injuries, too. They had injuries in New Orleans.
The Pelicans had a bunch of injuries. Eric
Anthony
Gordon
Davis
was out
was
for a
out
long
basically
time.
half the
Drew
season.
Holiday was pretty much out for
Anthony
the second half
Davis
of the
misses
season.
a lot of games for bang-ups, yeah.
I mean, if you
Drew
think about it,
Holiday.
guys,
They
the Pelicans are completely healthy right now in the playoffs. They have everyone.
They have a solid team.
And what's
They don't
the other
really
thing?
have a small
And they're an 8
forward.
seed.
Drew Holiday's coming off the bench still, so
don't-
he's probably not going to be that much
Norris
of a
Cole was such a good pickup.
Norris
That
Cole.
was
Norris Cole's a
just-
great
Yeah.
pickup from the Heat.
Especially for them.
And you still got Eric Gordon and Tyreek Evans has been running the point forward position
Drew Holiday.
pretty well.
Omer Asik. They
Omer
have
Asik.
Ryan Anderson hitting threes.
They have a solid
Two
team
games.
to give
Two
give the
games
Warriors a trouble.
max they get
From the
Golden
Warriors.
State, yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll
That's-
talk about that in the next segment. Then we got Anthony Davis. Chris. But no, that's the first time. That they've made the playoffs since Chris Paul left.
Yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
Think about that. That's crazy.
It just shows you the team's taking a turn. You know, Anthony Davis is a new franchise player, and
First time they made the
they're
playoffs.
going to be
with
making the
name,
playoffs
too.
for years to come.
He's
They're
the
gonna make
most
playoffs for years to
dominant
come.
young player since LeBron.
I
Yeah.
can say that.
I'll agree
I
with
think
that.
he's better than.
I mean, his
than Durant
numbers
was a couple years
speak
ago.
volumes.
I thought he's better than
Until
Durant
Wiggins
as he
steps up
rose.
next year.
I don't know.
I give him
he's really
another
good.
year.
He's
I give him
really
another
good.
year.
Wiggins is really good. No, another.
Third year in the league.
That team's gonna be so good. Oh
Zach
my God.
LaVine. Oh man.
They're either they can't fall past 3 or 4. They can't fall past 4.
In the past 2 minutes, how many UCLA former players have we mentioned?
A lot.
Yeah.
Except for
lot.
Kevin
If you
Love.
think about
Except
that.
for Kevin Love because he's not there. We mentioned
Westbrook,
a Duke player.
Drew
Oh,
Holiday.
Yes, we did. Jalil. Oh, yes.
No.
But he's not
Jabari.
in the NBA yet. Jabari.
Jabari.
And he tore his ACL. So, anyways, the Lakers.
Disappointing season.
They suck. They deserve it. They deserve every single bit of it. And nobody should feel bad for the Lakers, okay?
Honestly, the Lakers
No,
made
I really
the
don't.
wrong
Nobody.
decision by re-signing Kobe.
I really
They
don't.
made
feel
the
bad.
wrong
No,
decision
it's
by
not a
re-signing
wrong
Kobe.
decision re-signing him.
To that much money.
Yes.
If
it's
they
the
didn't,
money.
if
It's
they
always
didn't
been the
re-sign
money.
him, do you think he would have retired?
I don't know.
I can't
With
because
that guy-
I
with
can't
that
see
guy, I'm
Kobe
not sure.
leaving the Lakers.
No, Kobe's gonna leave a Laker.
Montana left the Niners. Favre left the Packers.
I know, but
Different sport. You know, Shaq was a kind of bounce around guy. Jordan eventually went to the Wizards, but that was after.
That was like-
See, like, but, like,
that was
Kobe's-
just a weird period.
that was like
That's just
2000.
weird. That was,
That was strange.
01-02 and then 02-03. Those are the 2 seasons. It was a really weird.
That was when everyone knew
years.
he was done,
Yeah.
but he just wanted to keep playing.
Yeah,
Anyway.
He
but
does have 5 NBA
To
championships
be
with the Lakers. though.
kind of fair to the Lakers, although I hate them with a passion, it was the worst season in franchise history. I thought it was hysterical.
Yeah. 21 and 61.
But you
So
know
bad.
they're
You know what's
the-
really sad for them is that it could have been better if Julius Randle
Randall.
didn't
I was
get
just
hurt.
gonna say
Yeah.
Randall. But the thing again with the Lakers, they're bad at the right time.
Yeah,
These
no,
past
exactly.
2 drafts are great drafts.
Yeah,
And it's
Exactly.
the Lakers, so you know what? Say they jump in the top 3. They don't have to take Moutier or Russell, because they could go get an Okafor or Towns Or even say like they fall back a pick and they go get Willie Cauley-Stein. Right?
Willie Cauley-Stein would be
like
a great
that's a
pickup
center,
with Julius
and then
Randle
they wait
down
for
there.
Westbrook to come.
I feel like they would go for, like, D'Angelo Russell and have Kobe kind of teach him.
I see Russell or I see Moutier with.
I'm telling you, whoever gets D'Angelo Russell in this draft,
it's so weird right now because the balls haven't fallen into place. You don't know if someone can jump up like Cleveland did last year. I don't know. Anything can happen really, but
whoever gets D'Angelo Russell, I'm calling it. That kid is gonna be a legend.
Legend.
In the NBA. He's gonna be a legendary
Bold
point guard in
statement
the
of
NBA.
the day.
No, I'm calling it. I'm calling it, and I'm telling you, he's gonna be one of those sleeper players. He's gonna come in the
How
NBA.
tall is he?
6'5" or 6'6".
Yeah.
He's
Really?
got great. He's
Oh wow.
He's got
Great court vision.
Court vision.
His offense
Great
is
shooter.
very
He's a
important.
lefty. He's compared to James Harden. Put it that way.
And but a point guard, and I mean James Harden pretty much could play point guard
He
too.
pretty much is a point.
But
he just shoots.
I mean you don't get a player of his stature. Maybe once every 6 years, you probably get a player like him.
Not even.
So, I mean, whoever gets him, if they have the right pieces to put around him, if they have the right pieces in place already, so when he comes in, he really doesn't have to worry about too much. He can just facilitate, do what he did on Ohio State Buckeyes.
The Lakers will just be fine. It's a Yankees thing.
Yeah.
They're like the Yankees. It's not, and you know the thing.
It's not
with
the end of the world that you had
it's
one bad
not.
season.
It's exactly.
You'll come back eventually.
Because you want to know why it's the money and it's the fame. You know, it's for whatever reason. I really don't know why with the Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
For whatever reason, they have more championships with the Lakers. I guess it's an LA thing. Just like the city of Los Angeles is more attractive than Boston. I would get that, but. If you're like selling history, why it just works out for the Lakers. All I gotta say, like the players they've had are bigger names than the Celtics have had.
How fast do you think that turnaround will come in LA where the Clippers finally fall below the Lakers?
Clippers aren't gonna win anything.
But right now, obviously, the Clippers are running.
The Lakers will
LA.
be running it again in 4 years.
In 3-4 years.
3-4 years. Just because.
They need time to develop Randall and the players they bring this year.
It just depends. And then Kobe's got to go away. That's $24 million.
Depends on what they do in the offseason.
Exactly. It really depends where these ping pong balls fall. The West doesn't look like it's getting any weaker.
I'm still on the Russell Westbrook, Kevin Love going to the Lakers bandwagon. I want that to happen so much.
I think K-Love goes to. It's possible for the Celtics. I'm not. They could trade, get DeMarcus in. With all the picks and trade Olynyk or something.
If DeMarcus went to the Celtics, I'd be so mad.
I mean,
I'm a huge DeMarcus fan.
And then they have money for Kevin Love to sign him.
They have the picks to do whatever they want.
Yeah.
They can because Brooklyn's
do
gonna
whatever
be so
they
bad.
want.
Brooklyn got lucky to sneak in. But
Yeah.
look, you could tell it now.
They can steal LaMarcus Aldridge from the Portland
Think about
Trailblazers. They felt like.
Yeah, Brooklyn's gonna have
Why
money
would you
to
want
spend.
him though?
I'm just
That's my
saying.
question.
They can do whatever they want.
LaMarcus Aldridge. Why would you want LaMarcus Aldridge? He's like 31, 32 now.
He's not 32.
Yeah, he is. I'm looking up right
he's
now.
No,
30.
he's like 28.
He's pretty.
He's not 32. LaMarcus Aldridge of the Portland Trailblazers.
I totally just butchered his name.
How old is LaMarcus Aldridge? I mean, it's something. You bring a player that old.
How old?
He's 29.
Okay.
So he hasn't reached his peak
29.
yet. He's still got a couple of years before
he's
most players.
But he'll be 30 for the next season.
Okay.
That's perfect. I feel
the
like
way he plays, it doesn't.
I don't know.
if you have a young team and you need that extra
He's
piece just to
staying.
get you in
I think it
there,
really depends on how much
He's
you would
staying.
how much you would want.
he's staying in Portland. Let's
They've
let
had
that
good
go.
Success.
They've had great. Damian Lillard is still on his way up.
Damian
They beat
Lillard
the
is
Rockets
amazing.
last year.
Yeah, and I can't wait for these playoffs to start. I'm sorry.
It's gonna be
It's
amazing.
it's
All
making me antsy.
Before we finish this segment, we have to talk about the one team. There's something about that orange and blue in New York.
Oh my God.
They're amazing,
It's
and I'm not
something.
talking about the Mets, because the
No, the Mets are blue and orange.
The Mets are also amazing.
thing. Okay, ready? There's something about them. This is what I always love to say about the Mets. The Mets are amazing. They're amazing in the way that they could lose ridiculous ways that they invent ways to lose. Okay, just like the Knicks.
The Knicks have invented
There's
ways
a
to
reason
lose.
why Alexei Shved is the worst of the worst for
Just
how
like the
many
Cubs,
weeks
they
now?
always find a way to lose.
Cubs are lovable losers, though.
yeah.
When the
that's
Knicks
true.
and the Mets lose,
some of
it's
the
just
Mets
like,
sometimes.
oh my. Yeah, sometimes. But the Knicks and it's a New York thing, though.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
really
It's
is.
a big market bad team thing.
17-65, and everybody is still defending Phil Jackson for whatever reason.
He had nothing to work
I
with.
do
Zen
not care.
master.
I
He
do
is
not
the
care.
Zen master.
He has nothing to work with. This is
In
the
Phil
season
we
when you
trust.
judge
Nothing
Phil
to
Jackson.
work with. He took his job. He
That's
had
it, but
Melo.
he had- that's
he had
it.
Players.
In
He had
Phil
an
we
injury. He had a
trust.
hobbled Melo.
He traded away JR and Shumpert, and he got nothing in return.
Did you?
He
did you
had
read-
to. He had to. You know, looking back on those decisions, yeah, they made the Cavs better.
Timothy Mozgov got traded for 2 first-rounders.
It wasn't him. That wasn't him.
We
That
didn't
was
have
the
two
Knicks.
first. We didn't
That's
have
not-
two
that's not
first
Phil
rounders to
Jackson.
trade.
Shane Larkin. Oh, Shane Larkin's a great pickup from the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, no,
Where
that
was
was-
he?
I
Cle
hate-
Anthony
I-
Early, steal of the draft. Cle Anthony Early. I was high on
I
that
don't-
kid.
hey,
he did nothing.
I don't
Hey,
like.
everyone else
Shane
said he
Larkin.
was the steal of the draft. Everyone else
I
agreed that
predicted
yeah, he was going to be a
But
great
come
player.
on.
It's
If
not
you're-
our fault. It's not his fault. It's
Langston
not.
Galloway is your MVP for the season.
He's a great player. He is.
Came
He
from the
came from the
D-League.
D-League. He's
You
a
can't
great
knock that
player.
story.
What do you mean great
You
player?
can't knock
Please
that
laugh.
For a
story.
D-League player, he came in, he gave this team an energy that they needed, and I would definitely want to keep him around for next season.
Good, because
Take
he's
Langston
just an 8
Galloway
or
off
9
that
He's
team,
the
and they would
MVP
have
on a
6 or
bad.
8 less
Everyone agrees that
win
the
games.
Knicks this year were a very bad team. Everyone agrees that they didn't live up to the
This is the
expectations
worst
that were
Knicks
miles.
team of all time, and there's
It has
no
to happen
debate.
eventually.
There
I
is
don't
But you
no
know what?
debate.
I don't know
But
about
you know
time.
what? Next year,
Yes, all time.
it was the
Worst.
worst season of all time. But next year, you got to think it's not like we're gonna be like this for 2 or 3 years. Next year is gonna be a completely different story.
We'll
we're not gonna
see.
go to
We'll
63
see.
wins like Derek Fisher says. I mean, I honestly
Stupid.
don't
Can we-
believe that. But
Can they fire
Stupid.
Derek Fisher already?
Stupid.
I don't think that's gonna work out.
I mean,
He's just a
it's-
puppet.
can we,
Him,
I don't
him
know.
and Spoelstra are both the same. They're just Pat and Phil's puppets.
The Bulls head coach
Tell
is gonna
him
get
what to do,
fired.
except Pat
Can we just
Riley's
pick him
a
up?
genius.
I mean, listen,
Tom
listen.
Thibodeau, I heard if he leaves Chicago, I was hearing Orlando.
Really?
Yeah,
I would love.
That would be
Why
awesome.
not? I mean, that's a great
Orlando's
team.
a great team, and they have another top 8 pick.
If you put a couple more 3-point shooters
Cauley Stein's perfect.
on that team,
Cauley Stein, that's
try
probably.
to run a D Howard 3-point
no,
offense.
think about it. No.
Yeah.
Can you just
With
think
Nikola
about this?
Vucevic
I mean,
down there.
Think about
Oladipo
this.
can't really shoot that well.
Think
Neither
about
can
this.
what's his name?
True.
Think about Cauley Stein, right? That's the best young defensive team in the league. Oladipo,
Oh, for
Payton, Gordon.
Cauley Stein's not gonna
Vucevic.
fall that far though.
Vucevic,
Yeah, he will.
I
Vucevic.
don't think he will.
Yeah.
People-
Okay. Wait. Say. What is it?
You got D'Angelo Russell, Emmanuel
People are saying-
Moutier.
It's Moutier,
Karl Anthony
Okafor,
Towns, Okafor.
Wait, what pick do
Justice
they have?
Winslow.
Justice Winslow's definitely
Nobody
going
has a
fifth.
set pick yet. I think they were like their top 8.
Okay.
Tyus
They're
Jones.
projected.
I feel like Cauley Stein's gonna go, like, 4 or 5.
Going to no.
Once you get to
They
sixth
don't-
pick and on,
he
it's
doesn't have
preference.
the kind of upside that Moutier, Russell, Okafor, and Winslow have. Winslow was predicted to go to the Magic. I think Magic around 5.
That would be insane.
Winslow's also they still
the
be like
best
the young-
best
No, I
defensive
think
player
it would be
coming out of the
smarter
draft right
to
now.
pick Winslow because he's a better shooter, and that's what they need. They need a shooter.
Winslow. He's so inconsistent with it, but
With his
he'll eventually
offense,
be
yes,
good.
but his defense, I'd
They already
say.
have Vucevic.
He's just a rich man's Kid Gilchrist, and I'll take that.
Oh man. All right,
Kid-
well,
Yeah.
we're gonna go break for a little bit here. When we come back, we'll discuss the NBA playoffs preview, and give what we think about these matchups. Some really great matchups here in 2015.
Western Conference, to be fair.
Of course.
The East is what it is.
I think there could be some surprises in the East.
All right, well,
All
we'll
right,
talk about that
well,
when we come
we'll
back.
We'll talk about that when we get back. PMP Sports. See you later.